My dear one, I want you to take a deep breath. Right here, right now, you are safe. This moment is yours, a moment to release, to heal, and to open yourself to a new way of thinking. I know that you have carried so much within you, memories, regrets, fears that sometimes feel too heavy to bear. But today, we are going to start setting those burdens down, one by one. There is no rush. Healing is a process, not a destination, and you are not alone. Every step you take toward releasing guilt and fear is a step toward freedom. You may not see it yet, but within you, there is incredible power. The power to choose new thoughts, the power to rewrite the story you have been telling yourself. You have the power to release what no longer serves you and to invite in love, peace, and healing. Perhaps you have felt guilty for things you did or didn't do. Maybe you replay past moments in your mind, wishing you had said something different, wishing you had made another choice. Guilt can feel like a heavy chain wrapped around your heart, keeping you from moving forward. And then there is fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of judgment. It whispers to you, making you believe that you are not strong enough, not worthy enough, not ready. But let me tell you something, my love. You are more than enough. Today we begin to let go, not through force, not through struggle, but through love. Healing does not come from pushing against ourselves. It comes from understanding, from compassion, and from the gentle willingness to release. And that is what we will do together. I invite you to repeat this affirmation with me. I am safe. I am willing to release guilt and fear. Say it softly. Feel the words in your heart. Let them be a seed planted in your mind, ready to grow into something beautiful. As we move forward, be kind to yourself. This is not about blame. It is about love. The love you have always deserved. The love that is already within you, waiting to be uncovered. Have you ever noticed how the mind holds on to guilt as if it is something precious? We replay past mistakes over and over, as if punishing ourselves will somehow fix them. But guilt does not heal. It does not erase the past. It only keeps us stuck in it. Guilt is an old teacher. It comes from voices we have absorbed, maybe from childhood, maybe from society, maybe from people who told us that mistakes make us unworthy. But that is not true. Mistakes are how we grow. We cannot move through life without making them. No one can. And yet, we are often so hard on ourselves. I want you to imagine that you are carrying a heavy backpack. Inside this backpack are all the times you have felt guilty, all the ways you have judged yourself, all the fears that whisper to you in the night. Now imagine that you are walking up a hill. The weight of this backpack is slowing you down. Every step feels heavier. You know you want to reach the top, to feel the fresh air of peace and freedom. But the burden keeps pulling you back. What if you could set the backpack down? What if you could release even a little of what you have been carrying? You do not have to hold on to guilt to prove that you care. You do not have to carry fear to protect yourself. When we cling to these emotions, we do not change the past, and we do not make the future any safer. We only make the present more painful. Guilt tells us, I should have done better. But the truth is, you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. If you had known differently, you would have done differently. Every person is always learning, always growing. You are not the same person you were then. You have changed. You have become wiser, stronger. And now it is time to forgive yourself. And what about fear? Fear is a voice that tries to protect us, but often it only limits us. It tells us, stay small, don't take risks, don't trust. But when we listen to fear, we miss out on the fullness of life. Fear is only a thought, and thoughts can be changed. Let's say this together. I lovingly release the past. I am free. Breathe in these words. Feel them becoming part of your truth. The past is over. You are here now. You are free to move forward. Our thoughts are not just words in our minds. They are signals that travel through our bodies, shaping the way we feel, the way we live, even the way we heal. Have you ever noticed that when you feel guilty, your body tightens? Maybe your stomach aches, your chest feels heavy, your shoulders tense up. Guilt is not just an emotion. It is something we physically carry. The same is true with fear. When we live in fear, our breath becomes shallow, our heart races, our body prepares for danger, even when there is no real danger at all. This is how powerful our thoughts are. They send messages to our entire system, telling our bodies whether we are safe or in danger. But here is the beautiful thing. Just as negative thoughts can create stress, loving thoughts can create healing. When we think thoughts of peace, our body relaxes. When we choose thoughts of self-love, our cells respond. When we say, I am safe, our nervous system calms down. The mind and body are always listening to each other. Imagine that your body is like a garden. Every thought you think is a seed. If you plant seeds of fear and guilt, you grow a garden filled with tension, sadness, and doubt. But if you plant seeds of love, kindness, and trust, you create a garden of healing. The choice is always yours. Today, I want you to practice a small shift in thinking. Every time a thought of guilt or fear comes up, do not fight it. Do not judge it. Simply replace it. If your mind says, I am not good enough, replace it with, I am doing my best and I love myself. If your mind says, I am too afraid, replace it with, I trust life to support me. This is how healing happens, not through force, not through shame, but through gentle, loving shifts. One thought at a time, one moment at a time. Now place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth. Feel your breath. You are alive. You are here. You are healing. Let's say this together. Every cell in my body responds to love and kindness. Breathe that in. Let it settle into your being. Your body hears you. Your mind hears you. And together they are ready to heal. My love, I want you to hear this truth deep in your heart. You have always done the best you could with what you knew at the time. Every choice you made, every action you took, was based on the understanding and awareness you had in that moment. And that is enough. Guilt often whispers that we should have known better, that we should have acted differently. But how could we have? If we had truly known a better way, we would have chosen it. You are not here to live a life of regret. You are here to learn, to grow, and to evolve. And mistakes are simply part of that journey. Think of a child learning to walk. When they fall down, do we scold them? Do we tell them they should have walked perfectly the first time? No, we encourage them, we lift them up, and we celebrate every step forward. You are that child. You are still learning. And the same love and patience you would offer a child, I want you to offer yourself. Holding on to guilt does not make you a better person. It does not change the past. It only keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-punishment. But today, I want you to begin releasing that weight. Imagine yourself standing in a field, holding a handful of small stones. Each stone represents a guilt you have carried. Some are big, some are small, but all of them are heavy. Now, with love and forgiveness, I want you to open your hands. Let them fall. Let the earth take them. The past is done. It is over, and you are free to move forward. Say this with me. I forgive myself completely and embrace my growth. Take a deep breath. Feel the lightness in your body. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, not because you deserve punishment, but because you deserve peace. If you still feel guilt, I want you to try something simple. Write yourself a letter. Tell yourself all the things you wish you had done differently. Let the words flow. And when you are finished, end your letter with these words. I forgive myself. I set myself free. You are not meant to carry guilt forever. You are meant to heal. Fear is a strong emotion. It can hold us back, keep us small, and make us doubt our own strength. But my dear, fear is only a thought, and thoughts can be changed. Most of the fears we carry are not based on reality. They are based on stories we have told ourselves. Fear says, what if I fail? What if I get hurt? What if I am not good enough? But the truth is, fear does not predict the future. It only limits what is possible. Imagine that life is a river, always flowing. You can resist the current, gripping onto the rocks, trying to control where the water takes you. But that only creates struggle and exhaustion. Or you can let go. You can trust the river to carry you, knowing that it is leading you exactly where you need to be. Life is like this. When we stop resisting, when we trust, we find that everything is unfolding for our highest good. Even challenges have a purpose. Even detours lead us exactly where we need to go. Let's say this together. I trust life to support me in beautiful ways. Fear cannot exist where there is trust. Every time fear arises, remind yourself, life is on my side. Life is always working for me. The universe has a plan far greater than I can see. Now I want you to take a deep breath and do something with me. Close your eyes and bring to mind a fear you have been holding on to. See it in your mind's eye. Now imagine that this fear is a small paper boat floating on a stream. Watch as the water carries it away, gently, peacefully. You do not have to hold on to it anymore. Fear will visit you from time to time, but you do not have to invite it in to stay. When fear knocks, answer it with love. Remind yourself that you are guided, that you are safe, and that life is always supporting you. There is someone who needs your love more than anyone else. Someone who has been waiting for your kindness, your understanding, your forgiveness. That person is you. When we look into the mirror, we often see only our flaws. We see our mistakes, our imperfections, our regrets. But what if, just for a moment, we saw ourselves through the eyes of love? Mirror work is a simple yet powerful practice that can transform the way you see yourself. I want you to find a mirror, stand in front of it, and look into your own eyes. Not with judgment, but with love. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. You may want to look away. That is okay, but I want you to keep looking. See the person staring back at you. That person has been through so much. That person has done their best. That person deserves love. Now, I want you to say these words out loud. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Say it again with feeling. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Notice how it feels. Maybe a part of you resists. Maybe a part of you wants to believe it, but isn't sure if it's true. That's okay. The more you say it, the more it becomes your reality. You are not your past mistakes. You are not your fears. You are a beautiful, evolving soul, worthy of love just as you are. If this is difficult, imagine speaking to your younger self. See yourself as a child, innocent and pure. What would you say to that child? Would you tell them they are not good enough? No, you would hold them, comfort them, and remind them that they are loved. That is what you must do for yourself. Mirror work is a daily practice. Every morning, look into your own eyes and say something kind. I am proud of you. You are doing your best. You are beautiful. Watch how your heart softens, how your mind begins to believe in your own worth. You deserve your own love, not just from others, but from yourself. And the more love you give yourself, the more love you will attract into your life. Let's say it one more time together. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Breathe that in. Let it settle. You are enough. You have always been enough, and you always will be. I want you to take a deep breath and close your eyes for a moment. Right now, in this space, you are safe. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be. Just here, just now, allowing yourself to release and heal. Imagine you are standing in a beautiful open field. The sun is warm on your skin, and a gentle breeze moves through the grass. You feel a deep sense of peace, knowing that this is a place of healing, a place where you are fully accepted, fully loved. Now picture yourself carrying a large, heavy bag. This bag holds all the guilt and fear you have carried for years. Each worry, each regret, each painful memory is inside. You have been carrying this weight for so long that you barely notice it anymore. But today, you are going to set it down. Feel the weight in your hands. Acknowledge it. Thank it for teaching you, for shaping you, and then gently, lovingly let it go. Set it down on the earth. Watch as the wind picks it up, carrying it away, dissolving it into nothingness. You are free now, lighter, open, ready to move forward without carrying the burdens of the past. Breathe in deeply. Feel the space that has opened in your heart. You no longer need to hold on to what has hurt you. You no longer need to punish yourself for things you cannot change. You are free. You are forgiven. You are whole. Now open your eyes and take a moment to feel the shift within you. You have taken a powerful step toward healing. You have released something that no longer serves you. And with every breath you take from this moment forward, you will continue to welcome in love, peace, and healing. Let's say this affirmation together. I release all burdens and embrace peace. Let it sink in. You are light. You are free. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for healing. When we shift our focus from what is wrong to what is right, from what we lack to what we have, everything begins to change. When we are trapped in guilt and fear, our minds become fixated on what we regret, what we wish we could undo, what we are afraid of. But gratitude reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there is still light. There is still goodness. There is still something to be thankful for. I want you to pause for a moment and bring to mind 3 things you are grateful for right now. They can be small things: the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of a loved one's voice, the simple fact that you are alive and breathing. Feel that gratitude in your heart. Let it expand. Gratitude shifts our energy. It tells the universe, I am open to receiving more goodness. And when we focus on the blessings we already have, we invite more to come. If you find yourself feeling weighed down by guilt or fear, take a moment to practice gratitude. Write down 5 things you are grateful for each morning. Speak them out loud. Feel the joy of appreciation. Let's say this affirmation together. I am grateful for my healing. I welcome love into my life. Gratitude opens the door to miracles, and you, my love, are worthy of miracles. Healing does not happen all at once. It happens in small, gentle steps. Each time you choose a loving thought instead of a fearful one, you are healing. Each time you forgive yourself instead of punishing yourself, you are growing. I do not want you to think of this journey as something overwhelming or difficult. It is simply a practice, a daily commitment to yourself. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be willing. Here are 3 simple ways to continue this healing process. Morning affirmations. Start your day with love. Look in the mirror and say, I am worthy of love. I am safe. I am free. Journaling. Write down 1 thing you are proud of yourself for each day. It can be something small, but let yourself acknowledge your growth. Breathwork. Whenever you feel fear or guilt rising, pause and take 3 deep breaths. With each inhale, welcome in peace. With each exhale, release the old thoughts that no longer serve you. Every small step you take adds up. Over time, you will see how much lighter you feel, how much more love you allow into your life. Say this with me. Every day, in every way, I am becoming more free and at peace. You are on a beautiful path, and I am so proud of you. My love, you have done something powerful today. You have given yourself the gift of healing, the gift of release, the gift of self-love. And I want you to know that this is only the beginning. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are a radiant being of love and light, here to grow, to learn, and to embrace the beauty of life. The universe supports you in every step you take. There will be moments when guilt and fear try to return. That is okay. When they do, meet them with love. Remind yourself that you are doing your best, that you are learning, and that you deserve peace. You are never alone on this journey. You have the support of the universe, the love of those who care for you, and most importantly, the deep and unconditional love that you can give to yourself. Let's say one final affirmation together. I am free. I am at peace. I am deeply loved. Take a deep breath. Feel the truth of these words. Hold them in your heart. You are loved. You are enough. And you are free.